Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Terms, welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We quick random article.
And we talk about it.
Yeah, we do.
That's all. That's all we do here.
That is all. That's all we do. I mean, what do you want from us? If you do want to hear us talk about Dragon Ball Z, you can do that on patreon.com/arcadeaudio.
Yes, you can. Where we talk about all your Dilettante Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z needs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, $5 a month gets you access to our secret content as well as the
Michael's secret stuff is what we call it.
The what?
Michael's secret stuff.
Michael's secret stuff.
That's what we call it.
What is that?
That's the secret juice that he feeds to the Toon Squad to make them
I've
powerful
only
men.
seen. Can I make a confession?
Oh my god!
I've only seen Space Jam like twice, and I didn't super care for it even as a kid. I was never a Looney Tunes boy.
Wow.
And I was never a sports boy.
Yeah, so
and
put them
I was
together.
never a Bill Murray boy. So
But I assumed you were a Newman boy.
a Newman boy.
Newman from Jerry Seinfeld's program.
Wayne Knight.
Wayne Knight.
Yeah.
He's the manager.
No, he's the one who tries to steal the dino DNA.
That's right. From the whipped cream aerosol.
It's shaving cream.
Yeah, but he puts on pancakes. It's Barbasol.
Yeah. I didn't care for it.
Wow. They don't like Larry Bird, huh? Larry Bird's in there. He golfs.
Sure.
That's what Larry Bird's known for, is golfing.
Michael Jordan does get sucked into a golf hole
Mm-hmm.
and into
In a Toontown.
It's not Toontown.
Toonville.
Toonville. Do the in the Space Jam-averse, do
You know, we're coming up with the Space Jam anniversary pretty soon.
we probably are? Do toons and humans do they coexist?
No, it's not like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit scenario.
I much prefer that, which is interesting because
you hate
Roger
Bob
Rabbit
Hoskins.
is in, or not Roger Rabbit, Bugs Bunny is in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yes.
Presumably as a resident of Toontown.
Huh. Or maybe he's just visiting.
Interesting. The way I assumed that things worked in the Roger Rabbit universe is, there's like Warner Brothers cartoons and Disney cartoons.
Yep.
It's like, well, those are just the companies that hired these tunes.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like, oh, I have a contract with Warner Brothers, so I can only do Warner Brothers cartoons.
I like that. So yeah, like Bugs Bunny went to school with Mickey Mouse,
Right.
But then like they graduated and like, I'm over at
Yeah, I
Warner
got
Brothers.
signed with Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
WWWWB. I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit so fucking much. That movie is so good still to this day.
So you prefer Roger Rabbit over?
Roger Rabbit is my favorite cartoon rabbit. There, I said it.
So I mean, there's really two types of people in the world. There's Roger Rabbit people and there's Space Jam people.
I could honestly believe that. You know what? I'll bet you dollars to donuts.
Yeah.
The blend of real world and animation is better in Who Framed Roger Rabbit than in Space Jam.
I bet that's true. Yeah, honestly.
If there are like a lot of documentaries about Who Framed Roger Rabbit and like what an incredible job they did.
Mm. And no documentaries about Space Jam as far as I know.
Yeah.
Although I would love to get the Space Jam Blu-ray and just hear all the behind the scenes,
Do you think that there's commentary from
The
like
point-
Roger Rabbit? I mean, fucking Bugs Bunny
in Roger Rabbit or Space Jam?
in Space Jam on the Space Jam Blu-ray.
Probably, right? It's probably like just like Mel Blanc or whoever the fuck it is that does the voices.
Mel Blanc's probably like a million years dead now, right?
Who's that dude that does all the voices? He does the voice of like Doug and Fry.
Oh, Billy West.
Billy West. So it's just Billy West in the room by himself, but he's doing the commentary for like 5 people at the same time.
He also did the voice of Stimpy on Ren and Stimpy,
Right.
and then once the creator of Ren and Stimpy was fired, he did the voice of Ren,
That's insane.
because the creator did the voice of Ren.
Sure.
Do you think I think I could do a Stimpy? Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, Ren. Oh, Ren.
Oh, Ren. He has kind of like a raspy.
No.
Does he not?
No. You idiot.
That's like a Taco Bell dog.
God. Well, they were both Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
Ren was his last name was Hoek.
Yes.
Hoek, which is like Dutch, I think.
What does that mean, do you think? Yeah.
know.
Because Stimpy was just Stimson J.
Stimson
Cat.
J. Cat.
This is a very funny name.
And Ren Hoek.
Yeah, with like an umlaut above
Yeah,
the E.
people would pronounce it like Ren Hook, Hoek.
Yeah, I've never thought about that. I wonder what that means.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's too bad we'll never know.
Anyway, you can support us on Patreon. $5 a month gets you access to specials, bonus content.
And $10 get you off the mailing list.
What? Well, for what, $2 a month? You get a postcard from your favorite podcast. On
Yeah,
your
which
birthday.
is probably us, right?
Your favorite podcast on the network, not your. Sarah Koenig's not going to send you a postcard. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nobody from S-Town's going to be shooting you a message.
Yeah, and if you can't or don't want to donate, that's fine. Just tell a friend so we can get some word of mouth advertising. Thank you, Ronco. You want to get an article?
I would love to get an article.
Okay. Oh no, I was going to tell you a story.
Oh, okay.
So Jessica and I saw a play at the Chicago Shakespeare Theater at world famous Navy Pier. It was a lot of fun.
That's great. Let's get an article.
We saw Shakespeare in Love,
Okay.
which is not a Shakespeare play.
Is it a movie?
It was a movie, and they turned it into a play. It was very good. But it made me want to like watch, because they do like bits of Shakespeare plays, and it made me just want to go watch a Shakespeare play.
I don't think I've ever seen a Shakespeare play.
Really?
Yeah.
I've
seen very few plays anyway.
They're doing Shakespeare in the Park, and they're doing one right up here by us. We should go.
Okay.
It's probably Midsummer, but I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Midsummer Night's Dream,
Thank
not
you.
happening in Midsummer. But we should see it.
Yeah, sure.
A lot of them are very good, and a lot of them are not. Well, you did see
Shakespeare Abridged.
Romeo plus Juliet, which is the greatest movie of all time.
It was very good. Yeah. I would love to see somebody do that in the park.
Romeo plus Juliet.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done. Man, I saw a really bad modern adaptation of Hamlet. It was bad. Like the set was just all like neon lights, and it was like supposed to be like corporate.
Okay.
It was fucking bad.
I haven't read Hamlet, so I know it's a play within a play. That's all I know.
I mean, there is a play within a play. That's not the
whole thing's not just
that's not the main thrust of the play. Yeah. Anyway, Moliere's better than Shakespeare anyway.
Oh, damn, dog.
Yeah,
You're going to get some Twitter comments on that one, buddy.
Some angry letters. I would love that. I would love some real shake heads to drag me. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're talking. Italian battleship Caio Duilio. Caio?
Yeah.
Or is that Ciao?
No, because it would be CIAO.
Okay.
So, yeah, Caio Duilio? Yeah, I think you got to be close enough.
Caio Duilio. Italian battleship Caio Duilio. Caio Duilio was an Italian Andrea Doria class battleship. Andrea Doria was briefly the name of my band in high school.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, that's some weird, interesting
we made one song. It was a pretty good song.
It was called
Caio
Duilio.
I posted some other song from a band that I was in.
Yeah, from Three-Legged Dog or something.
Was it a Three-Legged Dog song?
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find this Andrea Doria song. That served in the Regia Marina during World War I and World War II.
Nice.
Boom.
Back to back.
She was named after the Roman fleet commander Gaius Duilius.
Okay. Sounds really cool.
Caio Duilio was laid down February 1912. Oh, laid down is good, I guess.
Yeah, weird.
Laid to rest because she had a rough day.
Yeah.
It launched in April 1913 and completed May 1916. Laid down 1912, launched 1913, completed 1916.
I'll never.
We gotta go. It's not done yet.
I don't care. Push off.
Very weird. She was initially armed with a main battery of 13 305 millimeter 305 millimeter guns. That's big, right?
It's pretty big.
305 millimeters?
That's pretty big.
Because most guns are like point.
Right. That'd be like 30 millimeters.
That's
or like 9 millimeter. Like a 9 millimeter is like a bullet.
That's a big gun.
That's like a cannon.
But a major reconstruction in the late 1930s replaced these with
305 millimeters?
320 millimeters. That's
bigger than a foot in diameter.
305 millimeters is 12 inches.
Yeah.
320 is 13 inches.
Yeah, there you go. That's a big.
And that's the bullet?
Yeah, that's the diameter of the bullet's base.
That's so big.
That's huge. Like have you ever seen a 50 caliber bullet?
No.
When you see one, you'll be terrified because because
What's a 50?
Humvees, the machine gun on the back of a Humvee shoots 50 caliber bullets.
What about the
Humvee? They're as big as your hand. The bullets are.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
What's the caliber of like the gun on the back of say a Warthog?
Those, I think that might be 50 cal. I think that's 50 cal.
Who knows what the UNMC uses?
USMC. Or is it UN? United Nation Marine Corps?
Yeah.
It's the future. That's fair. It is the year 2552.
Yeah. Well, anyway, New Mombasa, right? I played those games.
Yeah.
She was in. Oh no. Caio Duilio saw no action during World War One.
What?
Kept trying, striking out. Saw no action.
A lot of first dates.
Yeah. No action though. Owing to the inactivity of the Austro-Hungarian fleet during the conflict.
What were they doing?
No, they were tired.
Hey, we'll get y'all next round.
She cruised the Mediterranean in the 1920s.
Hey, what's up?
And was involved in the Corfu incident in 1923.
Okay.
During World War II, she participated in numerous patrols and sorties into the Mediterranean, both to escort Italian convoys. You're better than
You're just wingman and just third wheeling the whole time.
Yeah, to North Africa, and you could have gone to North Africa yourself.
Yeah.
You didn't have to.
No, it's cool. It's Derek. He's so
handsome.
He's so handsome, and he knows like all kinds of stuff about like baseball and
in attempts to catch the British Mediterranean fleet's eye. In November 1940, the British launched an air raid on Taranto. Caio Duilio was hit by one torpedo launched by a
shot through the heart, and you're too
by
lame.
A fairy swordfish. That sounds fucking cool.
Yeah, what is that? It's like some weird anime shit.
I don't know. And fairy is Fairey.
What? Yeah, I don't know what that is.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
A fairy swordfish torpedo bomber, which caused significant damage.
Okay, so it sounds like it's an airplane that's an anti. Yeah. Okay.
Repairs lasted some 5 months, after which the ship returned to convoy escort duties. A fuel shortage immobilized the bulk of the Italian surface fleet in 1942, and Caio Duilio remained out of service until the Italian surrender in September 1943.
God.
She was thereafter interned at Malta until 1944, when the Allies permitted her return to Italian waters. She survived the war and continued to serve in the post-war Italian Navy, primarily as a training ship. It's very funny how they are speaking about this boat as if it's a person. Served in the Navy. Caio Duilio was placed in reserve for the final time in 1953. She remained in the Italian Navy's inventory for another 3 years before she was stricken from the Naval Register in 1956 and sold for scrapping the following year.
So sad.
That is sad.
Anytime I get an article about a ship, I feel like their lifespan is so short. But
it's surprisingly short.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess it was around for 30 years or something, which... Yeah, it's really not that long. Huh?
That's a lot of fucking metal and shit.
Yeah.
Those are like big boats.
What do they do with that stuff?
People still have cars that are like 50 years old.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
My first car was 40 years old.
Yeah. But the guns on it are pretty small.
That's true. I did. I wanted to. I always wanted to upgrade those guns, and I never could.
Yeah. What do they do with that stuff? Do they keep the metal? Do they melt it down and make new stuff?
Maybe there's. What if there are like really like wacko collectors who are just like, this is my Italian Navy ship. This is my Austrian Navy ship. I don't know why Austria would have a navy.
Where do they keep them? Do you think?
They're sleeveys.
They're stupid.
But you know, like what? There must be some like
some dude out in the middle of the desert,
bajillionaire who just owns like an aircraft carrier.
What if he's in the middle of like the Mojave Desert, lives on the aircraft carrier,
like Rey from Star Wars?
Yeah, exactly.
Shit,
that's pretty cool, huh?
I always wanted to, like, if I ever became a billionaire, I always wanted to.
You gotta say when. You gotta put that out there into the universe, man.
When I become a billionaire,
there you go.
I really want to be like eccentric.
Well, do you think it comes with the territory? Or do you think it's like, well, I'm this rich, so
I think it's kind of like
I got to do something to occupy
I
my
have so much money, I don't have to work. Sure, I'll get a giraffe.
Right.
Like, what else am I going to get? I have 400 cars. I have a house bigger than any other house.
Right, yeah.
My house is an aircraft carrier in the desert.
I live in the desert on an aircraft carrier.
What else am I going to do but buy a giraffe?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you have that much money, like, what do you... Like, you could do anything. So you do whatever you want.
Could you imagine having enough money to just... where money doesn't matter?
Right. It'd be like living in a video game. Like, okay, I guess I want to do this now.
Even in a video game, I'm like...
Something like The Sims, where it's like, all right, I guess I'll just build a 43-story,
plus $, more money, where you just like enter in the
yeah, rosebud, semicolon, exclamation point.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
In Total Annihilation, you would do enter plus ATM. Yeah, I mean,
in Age of Empires 2, if you put in what was it? It wasn't this, but it was like, who's the man now, dog? You would spawn like a Shelby Cobra, and it was how do I turn this thing on is the code, and it spawns a Shelby Cobra, and this is like the Middle Ages, and it has a machine gun on it, so you just run around just like wrecking people with your
that's awesome
machine gun car.
I remember in Roller Coaster Tycoon, you could rename. You could name any guest in your park.
Okay.
Which I think was mostly to like do market research. So it's like this is Jim Dale.
Sure, you can keep tabs on them better.
Yeah, because you could see a list of everyone in your park and what they did, but it was like guest 1, guest 2, guest 3. But if you did like Jim Dale,
it's much easier to remember Jim Dale.
Yeah. His audiobooks for Harry Potter are not as good as Stephen Fry's. But there was you could name one. I forget the creator of the name. The creator of the game, it was like Chris
Tucker.
I want to say Chris Tucker. If you named one Chris Tucker and one Jackie Chan, they would fight.
Well, they couldn't understand the words that come out of each other's mouths.
Chris. Fuck, what was his name? Chris Nigel? Chris
Bosch?
It doesn't matter. But you could name him that person, and then he would just walk around and like take pictures of everything. And then there were all different names that you could name people.
So even name different people like from the staff, they would do things that the staff might do.
Yeah, and then some would just like pay more money and whatever. But yeah, that was the one. I think he would just take pictures. He would do something like cool, and I was like, I would always name one of my dudes like Chris Hemsworth.
Right. I never played that game. Did you make coasters that killed people? It feels like a bad business model.
I played a lot of Roller Coaster Tycoon, and there was one type of roller coaster that you could do. There was basically, it would launch and do a loop, and then you would go up, and then you would go back down, do the loop in reverse, and go into the station. But you could also choose to have that launch just be the start of the ride and do a whole full roller coaster and come back to the beginning. Or you could choose to delete some of the track, ramp up the speed, and launch people to their death, which is what I did all the time. And it was very fun. And then it was also fun to make rides that you make the ride and then you delete the exit, or you could delete the exit to the park, and then people would just walk around and they'd be like, I don't want to be in this park. You could see what their thoughts are, and it's like, I want to go home.
Like, I'm miserable, but here I am, so I guess I gotta play this goldfish game.
I also really enjoyed making all of the food and drinks free and charging like $99 to use the restroom. And then people, you can make really intense rides. People would barf all over the place.
Sure.
And if you didn't hire any janitors, there would just be barf everywhere. Oh God.
Were there any consequences, really?
No.
Yeah, of course not.
I mean, and the if you were playing
like the FDA wouldn't come shut you down or anything.
Right.
Like,
if you were playing the real game, you would
campaign mode.
The campaign would be like make $280,000 in your first year or whatever.
Okay, sure.
Or then it would be like, it would start you with a park and it'd be like, get this park to this revenue in this amount of time or whatever.
Sure.
And then you could also, they had it was like an expansion pack or something where you could just get real theme parks.
Oh wow.
So like
you actually play with Kings Island or whatever.
Fucking Cedar Point was one of them.
Whoa, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's Cedar Point and Alton Towers in like England were the two that I remember. But there were others, but those were the two that I remember. And that's what got me like, dang, I need to get to Cedar Point. But then in college, I played a little bit of like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 maybe, like real briefly. And in that, they like really expanded what you could have in your park. So you could get you could have like animals, like a zoo
That's
type
fun.
stuff, like a Busch Gardens type thing.
Yeah.
But the animals could escape.
They could escape, or you let them escape.
A little column A, a little column B. But if they escaped,
You charge $99 for the bathroom.
and those animals were loaded. There was a very like there was a game mechanic that I did not care for, and when an animal escapes, it switches, and instead of being in like a god mode type of thing, you switch to a first person view of someone inside a helicopter with a tranquilizer gun. And
Could you shoot the guests?
You had to, yes, and you had to shoot the animals to.
So what you need to do is you find out where the tigers are, and they're running around like tigers do, and you gotta shoot one of the guests so they fall, and
As
the tigers
bait.
get distracted as bait, and you gotta sacrifice one for the good of all.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And nobody came and shut you down, huh?
Nope, I shot him.
Yeah, you shot him down. Yeah. Well, you got that helicopter constantly over the sky, like just in case.
But it was such a like an unexpected and like just
like you'd be
jarring
tootling
game
around,
mechanic.
and all of a sudden, just instantly in a helicopter, like, oh, I guess one of my animals escaped.
yeah, really weird.
Could you get dinosaurs?
I don't know. I honestly played for like maybe a week.
Right, just enough to get some trinks.
I feel like I could get into The Sims again.
I was watching some people play The Sims the other day, and I was like, yeah, this looks pretty cool. You can become a vampire. Fuck. Then like bite them. Like you can put a glamour on them so they like are like, oh, stunned, and then drain their life blood.
I always enjoyed obviously making it so there were no bathrooms. I loved killing my people, drowning my people.
Right.
I loved when they died in fires. I loved killing the parents so the children had to live alone in a house.
Like some kind of weird Boo Radley.
I did this thing. I was not expecting this, and I'm sure I've talked about this on the podcast before. But I in my house, I had a very spooky picture of a clown in my Sims house.
Yeah.
I had a child who his parents both died in an oven fire, and
Tragic oven
the
fire.
child was so sad, and he just would walk around crying all the
Oh
time.
my god.
And he got so sad that finally the clown came out of the picture to cheer him up.
The fuck? To cheer him up, not to take him to the float place. What the fuck? Did the clown become a surrogate? Like his father?
I don't remember if the clown was then like a person I could control. It was also fun to like put the toilet out by the road, or
So you had to go do your business out by the mailbox. Hey Tom, let's talk about simoleons while you're out here.
Oh, yeah, we know what I love to listen to.
What?
Is like Sims covers of real songs.
So like nonsense syllables.
Have you ever heard these?
No, do you
They're
have one?
so funny. Or like this is similar, but like KK Slider versions of real songs.
Sure, yeah. Well, we need to combine the two of them. Is what it sounds like. Ooh, ah, ee, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ee, ah. Smell you later. I'm ready when you are.
We don't have a stinger. It was just you typing. Say something funny.
The pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Perfect.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.